Welcome to UF Ag News. I'm Brooke reporting live to give you the world update on agriculture. Today's topic, slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture is the process of cutting down vegetation on a plot of land, setting fire to the remaining foliage, and using the ashes to provide nutrients to the soil for the use of planting food crops. Today, 7% of the world's population uses slash and burn agriculture, with it being most sustainable as subsistence farming in tribal communities. When used properly, slash and burn agriculture provides communities with a source of food and income. It allows for people to farm in places where farming is difficult because of dense vegetation, soil infertility, low soil nutrient content, and uncontrollable pests. Today we have our environmental specialist, Hayden, to talk about the effects of slash and burn agriculture. Take it away, Hayden.
Thanks, Brooke. So to start things off, some basic science of slash and burn agriculture is that when you burn the wood, all of the ash that you get as a result from burning the wood contains a lot of nutrients that go back into the soil, which helps the plants grow. There's a lot of calcium carbonate, which helps to neutralize the pH in the soil. So it works really well for a lot of people that are struggling to find good soil on their land. There are some negative impacts, though, of slash and burn agriculture. The first one being deforestation. Basically, when practiced by large populations or when fields are not given sufficient time for vegetation to grow back, there's a temporary or permanent loss of forest cover. Erosion is also a major problem. When fields are slashed, burned, and cultivated next to each other in rapid succession, roots and temporary water storages are lost and unable to prevent nutrients from leaving the area permanently. There's also nutrient loss. For the same reasons, fields may gradually lose the fertility they once had. The result may be desertification, a situation in which land is infertile and unable to support growth of any kind. There's also a biodiversity loss. When plots of land are cleared, the various plants and animals that live there are swept away. Because slash and burn agriculture is often practiced in tropical regions where biodiversity is extremely high, endangerment and extinction may be magnified. Alright, and another thing to keep in mind is that forests act as carbon sinks. Basically, a carbon sink is a natural or artificial reservoir that accumulates and stores carbon-containing chemical compounds for an indefinite period of time. So when the forests are burned, sequestered carbon is released into the atmosphere, a big factor in global warming. Alright, thanks. Back to you, Brooke.
I have two students with me from the agriculture department here at UF. Morgan, what do you think about the slash and burn agriculture from an environmental perspective?
Well, slash and burn agriculture has been used for over 12,000 years. By naturally burning the trees and recycling nutrients, slash and burn works with the land, minimizing costs and long-term damage to the land. When this type of agriculture is done as subsistence farming, it is not detrimental. But when commercialized and done over many acres of land, the agricultural practice can be harmful to the environment. Also, a big problem in Brazil has been a rapid increase in the number of people cutting and burning the forests in order to produce food for themselves and their families. In addition, new settlers often lack several key resources and skills needed to successfully and sustainably use slash and burn agriculture.
Thank you, Morgan. Rachel, what policies are in place to protect the forest from deforestation by slash and burn agriculture?
While there are no formal policies in place outlawing slash and burn agriculture, there have been pushes towards worldwide recognition of deforestation as a problem. At the 2010 Convention on Biological Diversity in Nagoya, Japan, 200 countries agreed on terms that would, by 2020, at least halve the rate of loss of all natural habitats, including forests. In Brazil, the government under former President Silva successfully reduced deforestation in the Amazon by 3/4, and by 2016 aims to have an 80% reduction in its deforestation rate. This will preserve billions of tons of carbon into the forests and soils rather than releasing them into the atmosphere. Another important strategy for Brazil's government is to work with indigenous people in the Amazon region to grant land rights, which will protect huge areas against deforestation.
Okay. As you can see, slash and burn agriculture affects a large amount of people worldwide. National governments, local communities, commercial and subsistence farmers, and indigenous tribes deal with this issue every day. Keeping slash and burn agriculture as a method for subsistence agriculture is the best way to minimize environmental effects. Thank you for joining UF Ag's News, and we'll see you next week.